Holla ballers! Just one goddamn day after we looked at the PTR, which was an empty, broken husk of a shell, they have dropped the big update and actually populated the island that we went to yesterday. Yeah. So Andy's back with me and has been checking it out. Not only that, though, we saw Artifact Knowledge has been increased to 40, getting all their mad AP gains to go along with the new stuff. Again, they've MMO Champions actually updated the calculators with the new traits.
Yeah.
But I still really feel it's too early to go through them, and that's going to need a separate...
You think there's going to be more tweaks to that?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I think that is going to be looking a lot. And another cool thing that they've really confirmed now is that the class mounts are going to get different colours. So the Elemental, that fucking awesome Shaman one, the pieces of shit Shaman, are going to get different colours. So they get a fire one, they get all that kind of good stuff. So it's looking pretty good. 7.2 is shaping up to be awesome. But of course, this big update was, of course, filling out our new Isle of Keldanas / Broken Shore. The quest line is in, and also the Class Hall campaign has been put in. 7 different Class Hall campaigns there are to overlap, which is going to give you your extra artifact traits. So my man Andy has been down there, and you've been questing in the Broken Shore today. So he's going to take us through what actually goes on there, and is it any good? More importantly, is it any good? So take us away. How does it log in? How does it start? How does it kick you off?
Right.
Now?
The second that you log into the PTR, you get alerted that Khadgar's got a new quest for you. To meet him on...
He's a mouthy cunt, isn't he?
Well, he's got a job to do, mate, you know? He's got a lot on his plate.
A lot of pies, right? And he doesn't seem to do a lot but stand around in Dalaran just sending you all about.
No, mate, he's kind of with you. He's like the general behind the lines.
Yeah,
you're the pawn.
Sipping a fucking cup of tea and eating a Ferrero
That's
Rocher.
it, yeah.
Grey-haired prick.
So he's got a quest for you, and he's on Crassus Landing.
Yeah.
So when you go there, you initiate dialogue with him, and it starts your solo scenario.
Oh, it's a scenario?
It is, pal.
Okay.
Now, it starts off, when you go into it and the screen loads, you're still on Crassus Landing, there are mages that have opened portals, and then classes, well, all the other classes are running from where you yourself would come from.
We're starting to see
this war now on the Legion. Yeah, it was
is
like...
it a mix of Alliance and Horde?
It's a mix of Alliance and Horde. A little bit of goosebumps, mate.
Yeah,
but like, there's, I
cool.
think there's 4 portals behind Khadgar. You see people running past you to go through the portals to get there. And he says, "Come, champion," and he summons a arcane raven.
It better be fucking warriors up first. That's all I'm saying. It better be the warriors like, mate, I'm going.
The arcane ravens look pretty cool, though, to be honest. So you get the arcane raven down, and I don't know how he speaks to you. Maybe like some sort of like walkie-talkie.
Oh, you've got an earpiece.
Exactly, you've got an earpiece.
Mission Spec Ops.
It's Avengers all over again. But he's telling you what's going on, and we're basically making our assault on the Legion to get a foothold on the shores of the Broken Shores. Yeah. So when you land, dude, it's so fucking good.
Oh, really?
It's like what the hell's that war on the beach? Dunkirk, mate. Like when the boats open, when you land, they're all over the map, not just in your immediate area. There are small factions of like Silverhand, Earthen Ring, Kirin Tor mages, all
really
fighting.
Is a unified battle.
It is a unified battle, but not just Horde, not just Alliance. Everyone together fighting the Legion.
That's really cool.
Exactly, it's very cool, but it gets cooler. Let me tell you how.
How are the classes represented?
How do you mean? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, well, they're quite basic, as in the paladins have got a big 2-handed sword. The ranges are obviously staying at range.
Because I'm kind of thinking to all the dreams we had of the scenarios where they were going to like have the priests falling out of the sky with slow fall. The warriors were charging across the beach. And if they're getting close to it, you know, I'm all right with that.
But check this out. So the further that you get into the island, your first thing is the progress bar fill up by killing.
Yeah.
But once you've done that and you start to get further into the island, you start to build up a kind of entourage of these mixed allies who follow you and kill things with you, but a pretty big army as well starts to form. So the second thing is like you close down their portals to stop their reinforcements. By this point, you're then joined by Velen, Maiev, and Illidan, mate.
Big dick Diggle.
Big fucking dick Illidan. So,
Big
I mean,
dick Dill.
One thing that needs to be tweaked is obviously they've not got their audio dialogue in, but the written dialogue cut off very quickly, so I couldn't read most of it.
So it was like, suck me. Oh, right, they had like a lot to say.
There's a lot of things to say, but especially when, because Maev's there and she's saying like, where the hell are these portals coming from? And then Illidan shows up and she says, oh, right, you showed up late again, that kind of thing. So they're having to work, they're having to work together.
Crystal for how long?
I know, mate. Thousands of years. Thousands of years. Not even thousands of years. I'm thinking of something else. But so they have to work together now, which is really cool. So you take down the portals, and then you press forward, and it's like, right, we'll stash you some bombs. You're going to go up to the big dog ship, sabotage the ship, and drop him. Oh, so this will stop their assault on the Broken Shores. So you get your bombs. I class fantasied this a little bit, mate. Being a rogue, Not just because I wanted to be,
mate.
not because I wanted to cheese a bit of RP, but because of the efficiency. We grabbed the bombs, and then we got into the ship. We just planted the bombs, sapped, plant the bombs, sap, until you get another Raven that takes you up to the big ship itself.
Yeah.
Now, when you get there, you've got a couple more bombs, and you fight the big guy, which is called Mephistroth.
Oh, I know Mephistroth.
Mephistroth, there you go. So you drop him, and then I'm assuming there's going to be a cutscene there. He just basically cuts to the load screen.
Yeah,
we end up, we're victorious. Yeah. So when you land back on the island, you've unified the guys. They're on the broken shore. We can now set up our base here.
Which is Deliverance Point. Which
Exactly,
is what we saw.
Deliverance
so that's why we
Point.
saw all the classes were there. Some of the guys were injured from the battle. Now it all kinds of falls into place.
So Illidan's there, Khadgar's there, and a couple of others. And that's when you start to get quests for the broken shore.
So how are they doing? Are they doing it Isle of Keldanas daily quest style? Are the blue icons everywhere?
It's not blue icons, the more world quest icons.
That makes sense. They're going with so it just opens up an extra area for world quests.
Yeah, so maybe they'll reset the same kind of, what is it, twice a day on World Quest or 3 times?
Well, they reset an update around midday.
Yeah, you usually get a couple of updates. So I'm assuming the Broken Isles are going to do that. So you do these quests. I did a pretty good one, mate. We picked up a couple, so just for variety, we did a few. But the best one I did was Totes Donkey Kong.
Oh, really?
You roll. There's a group of injured monks.
Right.
Okay, at the bottom of this hill, and it's like, we need to send them their booze. we need to send them their booze. These pissheads need to get better.
Booze immediately.
Yeah. So it's like, right, okay, fine, I'll do it. So you stand on the barrel and you start to roll down the hill, and there are a load of. I don't even think they were fell. They would just look like the Warlock mounts, the fiery horses.
Yeah.
They were charging up the hill, so you have to dodge them with the barrel.
Oh, that's very cool.
It's very cool. So the barrel's got a health bar, so when you bang into one, it kind of breaks the barrel. So everyone in front of me, there was a few people doing it. Everyone's barrel broke apart from mine, but I had 1 tick left on it.
So you sailed through like James Bond.
So I sailed through, and then I was skirting the edge of it. Like half the barrel was off a cliff, and then we managed to get to the end. We give the monks their booze, and they're all happy-go-lucky.
I'm really happy about that, because a big complaint I had about the Legion invasions is the quests were really dull.
Really dull? Oh,
yeah, the Legion invasion quests are absolutely
But the ones that we sampled, obviously there's a couple of recycle mechanics you've got to expect now.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind them using similar formulas as long as you've got the ones that mix it up a little bit.
Exactly. Like this one. This was a lot of fun. Now, these quests, they reward you with Legion War supplies.
Yeah.
Now, these supplies are used to construct the valuable buildings that we're going to need on the Broken Shore War effort.
Campaign. So, so it's kind of similar to oil in WoD in many ways. You're getting this new resource that you're going to be picking up, and then you can kind of contribute to the war effort.
Now, you knew what these were for, because at the point I didn't.
So you didn't get that far while you were there?
No, I didn't hand them in.
This is the construction of the buildings, which will give you bonuses. But this realm-wide, so you're presented with a screen as to where you want to put your contribution.
Yep.
But that screen will tell you where most of the server is. So the idea is you should all be pushing towards one building and then trying to make that most efficient. But that's all it is. You just collect. How many resources are we getting?
The one quest gave me 10 resources.
Okay.
Now, I've got a feeling that that's obviously going to fluctuate, but you can carry a maximum of 10,000.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming that,
to get some big story. Imagine it might be rep based as well, because there's a new reputation there with Legion Fall. Is you might get some big rep story stuff that's going to carry on.
I like that, mate.
Yeah, it's a cool name.
It's edgy.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
So we did that. We did the Broken Shore. We did a couple of quests
Impressions?
there.
Happy? Think it's pretty
mate,
good.
The scenario was awesome. I absolutely loved it. It was a war on the island. Like, you could see the big infernals dropping down, then you can see the allies running towards to battle the infernals while pressing ahead. These battles are still going on as your personal army is increasing in number as well. And then I think once the voice
like
work,
you were winning.
It felt like we were pushing forward. Definitely felt like we were pushing them back. Did they have a lot of
death of your team as well? I mean, was it like you were suffering losses, but you kept pushing through?
I didn't look, but I can imagine that potentially no.
Yeah, all right. That makes sense. It's a WoW game.
It is. So once you've completed the scenario, you actually unlock a quest with Khadgar again, who says, head back to your order hall. We're going to look at boosting your weapon, your artifact weapon.
Oh, so you have to do the Broken Shore before you do the artifact stuff. Okay, that's a revelation. I didn't know that.
That is, yeah. So then we go back to our, I'll call it guild hall, class hall.
Class hall.
The same guy that you hand in your resources to get the increased rep with your weapon, he has another quest for you now. okay, I think I can research more of your weapon, but I need these specific books.
Oh, so that quest was on the PTR previously?
It was on the PTR.
Yeah, it was on the PTR previously.
So we can do those. These 4 books, they take you to different areas, a couple of dungeons. Once you hand those in, then you can increase your weapons artifact knowledge to 40.
So that will be our next project.
That will be our next project,
Very
mate.
well. So pretty happy so far. Looking good.
That scenario,
Looking
I know
good.
it's early days and it's the first installment of it on the PTR, but that scenario is shaping to be really cool.
Excellent work there. All right, cool. So that's your 7.2 update for today. We'll look at we'll get the Class War campaigns done, and then because there's 7 different ones.
Yep.
We'll do them on multiple characters and see.
We can also view the skins, the second hidden skins as well. We had a bit of a look at the rogue ones today, but
okay, maybe
the new ones
flash
are
a
as
couple
well.
up there in the little background.
Certainly will.
All right, guys. See you again.
Bye bye.
Bye.